I'm going to get in Dr. Ganga Shiva, who's a medical biochemist. He's joining us from London. He's joining the conversation as well. Dr. Shiva, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast. This is a landmark moment in the world's fight against COVID-19, that there is a vaccine finally here. And one country, England, is going to start with the inoculations. It could start as soon as December 15th. Just put the developments in perspective for us and why this is so significant.
Hello, good morning. It is very significant, definitely. It is actually a landmark in our history of this long-term pandemic, nearly 1 year after we are getting to a level we can start inoculating the patients and start getting the pandemic going away from the face of the earth. So it's definitely a very, very important. And this vaccine, Pfizer vaccine, is very important because this is a new technology which has never been tried out in human beings. It is an mRNA vaccine, which is it's a very novel technology. I'm sure this technology will work very well. Of course, there are hurdles like storage of the vaccine. We need to store the vaccine in a very low temperature in liquid nitrogen, and it needs to be inoculated very fast because the mRNA, the messenger RNA we are using, is very labile. It's very heat-labile protein. So there are quite a lot of hurdles, but still, this is definitely a landmark in our history.
Could I ask you, Doctor, to explain a bit to me and our viewers, what this new technology is? How is it different from a regular vaccine?
Okay. Regular vaccines take ages to manufacture. This is actually the virus is, for example, if it is a bacterial vaccine or a viral vaccine, you have to culture the vaccine in the respective culture mediums, say like example egg or egg yolk or something, or egg protein or things like that. But in this particular case, this is a synthetic vaccine. You are actually manufacturing the vaccine, copies of vaccine, using the new DNA manipulation technologies, where you can manufacture millions of doses in short time. So what exactly the technology, if you ask me, it is, if you look at in our cells, actually, we are multiplying the proteins. So the protein is manufactured using protein synthesis, where we use the basic factory is RNAs, the ribonucleic acid. So what happens actually, either if you want to duplicate a DNA, you use a messenger, or if it is an RNA vaccine, if it is an RNA virus, the same thing, you're making a template protein. So the template code is a messenger RNA. So what we are doing here is actually we are using the same technology to make the virus protein, the spike protein of the coronavirus. The spike protein is actually being coded to our body, acts as the antibody, and the antibodies produce acts as the antigens, and the antibody produces very fast in our body, which acts to cure our disease.
Okay.
It uses the same immune process.
All right, Dr. Shiva, thank you very much